A very good day and welcome to Asake Online. You are watching Surviving COVID. Today on the show, we are going to be featuring Tafara Macheka, and he is from Childline Zimbabwe. A couple of weeks ago, we featured Childline to find out more about what the organization does with Mr. Jimbe. So today, Tafara is here to tell us more. There's some development happening, so we'd like to hear more from Tafara. Tafara, welcome to the show. Welcome to Asake Online.
Thank you so much. So Childline Zimbabwe is a private voluntary organization that was started in the year 1997. So the main objective behind Childline was to help vulnerable children in Zimbabwe and to support children and protect them from any child protection violations that they might be going through. So at Childline Zimbabwe, we have a vision to see a Zimbabwe that is passionate about the rights of children. We are passionate about the rights of children. We are passionate about child protection. As an organization, we make it possible for children to report and get support when they have been abused. I think one of the biggest things that I can notice is that as an organization, we run a 116 helpline, which is 24-hour and free for children. So children all over Zimbabwe, using whatever form of network, can call us for free. So children can call us to report abuse, about COVID bringing a lot of anxiety, bringing a lot of distress. So we're saying children can call us basically to talk about anything, just to have someone that they can offload. So as well as Zimbabwe, we also have a lot of online platforms that children can report to us. We've got WhatsApp. Children can report to us on WhatsApp on these following numbers: 0719 116 116. Children can also report to us on 0732 116 116. We are available on Facebook. You just search Childline Zimbabwe. We're also available on Twitter at Childline Zim. So we make it possible for children from all walks of life to get in touch with us to report. And we also offer them various support services so that they can recover from any form of distress or any form of trauma that they might have come across. Yeah.
Okay. Tafara, please tell us more about your drop-in centers. You're not just available on the telephone and on the social media platforms. You do have drop-in centers as well across the country.
That's right. So as well as Zimbabwe, we have close to about 33 drop-in centers that are scattered around Zimbabwe. We have presence in all 10 provinces of the country. So the drop-in centers are now physical spaces where children can go and interact with a social worker and go through a series of activities. We offer specialized counseling services for children. We offer debriefing services for children who might have experienced trauma. So these drop-in centers are scattered around Zimbabwe. I will mention the main cities in Harare. We are at number 31 Frank Johnson Avenue. In Eastleigh, in Bulawayo at number 8 Herbert Chitepo, between Connaught and Masocha Avenue. So these are centers that you can visit so that children can get any form of support.
We've been battling with this COVID pandemic and the lockdown, and how has that affected your activities as an organization?
So COVID-19, I think, just like the whole picture of the country, it really came as a shock, unexpected. I remember when it started, when we went on the initial lockdown on the 29th of March 2020, we were not expecting that as a country. And the same thing with Childline Zimbabwe. We had a lot of activities that had planned, with a lot of programs that were running. And I think the major issue was that we could no longer access children as we would access them before. Children were no longer in schools because we would love to go to schools, spend time with children. Children were no longer as free to come to us, to our various centers. So yeah, it did really affect especially our face-to-face programs, because we do run a lot of face-to-face programs in the communities. Like I mentioned, awareness-raising activities. We do parenting sessions with parents in communities. We do therapeutic support to children in communities. So in terms of running our face-to-face activities, it really affected us as an organization. But I think in any pandemic, in any challenge, there are also key lessons So I think it also helped us as an organization to come up with innovations. I think in the midst of the challenges, we came up with a lot of innovations in terms of reaching children online. We started to reach children online, offering our services online virtually, which was something that was something that we learned during the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic.
So it's still in the light of the COVID-19 pandemic. You are running a competition to share, for children to share their COVID-19 experiences. Please walk me through that. When did the competition start? When is it ending? How can people enter? How can children enter? And what are the prizes?
So we sat down as an organization and we realized that COVID-19 has really affected in more ways than we could ever think. Children across Zimbabwe have been affected by COVID-19. So we sat down as an organization and we were like, children need an outlet. One of the greatest things that children love to do is they love to express themselves through art. And art is very therapeutic when it comes to expression. So we sat down and we were like, we need to give children in Zimbabwe an opportunity to express and tell them their stories in the most fun and exciting way. Because we're saying COVID-19 has brought a lot of anxiety, it has brought a lot of depression to children. So we just figured and said, what would be the best way to reach out to children? So we launched the How COVID-19 Affected Me writing and drawing competition. This is a competition that was launched on the 1st of August 2021. So this is a competition whereby we want every child in Zimbabwe to express their voice through art. We're also taking this as an opportunity for children to have an outlet to express their emotions through drawing, through writing. So children are expected to join the competition by submitting, it could be a drawing, it could be a poem, it could be a short story that will just express how COVID-19 has affected them. We're talking about how it has affected them, how COVID-19 has changed their lives. Children have expressed a lot of adjustments in the past 1.5 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So we're saying children have an opportunity to express how they feel, to express what has changed, the changes that have happened in their life. On top of expressing, we'd also want these short drawings or these short stories to also highlight how they've been coping. Because I think every child in Zimbabwe has developed a coping mechanism in terms of COVID-19. So we're saying children out there should have an opportunity to also share how they've been coping. And we do hope that we'll get an opportunity to share some of these stories through our various platforms, so that children out there who might not have been able to cope can also develop coping strategies as far as the pandemic is concerned. So the competition is closing on the 31st of August, and we have a lot of exciting prizes for children. We have shopping vouchers that will be coming as prizes. We also have stationery packs that are coming on board. We also have a lot of flash drives, juice bottles, and a whole lot of exciting prizes that we are going to be giving to children. So we do expect the competition to close on the 31st, and we do expect the judging process to take at most 7 to 14 days. Thereafter, by the 15th of September, we will start to announce prizes, and children will be able to collect their prizes at our various Childline centers across the country.
What will be the submission? Can they submit online? What are the various platforms? Can they drop off if they are close to the drop-in centers? Can they submit in person? How can they submit? Can they send a screenshot of a picture if they draw? Can they send a picture to say, this is my drawing? What are the various methods to enter?
Great. So we are taking submissions via WhatsApp. We notice that WhatsApp is a user-friendly platform that almost everyone can access. So we're taking submission on our WhatsApp numbers that I shared earlier, 0719 116 116, 0732 116 116. We're also taking submissions via email. They can reach us on this email for the submissions, outreach@childline.org.zw, all in small letters. Outreach@childline.org.zw, all in small letters. So for children who might be close to a Childline center, they are free to do so. But I think the whole idea was to make it as much online as possible, to also reduce the risk of children in terms of movement. So we want children to have fun in the comfort of their homes and enter the competition. Children can be as creative as possible while having fun. Yeah.
Okay. So what are the age ranges for the children? What are from what age to what age? Because like me, I'm also a child. I'm my mother's child.
You are your mother's child.
Yes.
I guess we'll remain children forever. But in terms of this competition, we are looking at children who might be able to understand and comprehend what is going on and be able to express it in the different ways that we've mentioned before. So we were looking at children who are now at a school-going age, from as young as 5 up to 18 years old. So these are the children that we're looking at. And we would also want to emphasize that children are free to write in any language that they feel comfortable in, be it English, Shona, Ndebele, be it Tonga. Whatever language a child is comfortable in expressing themselves, because we do realize that when it comes to expressing, so you'd always want to express yourself in the most comfortable way possible. So children, please feel free to express yourself in whatever form of language that you want to.
So what can we as the adults and the caregivers, what are the signs and what can we do to assist our children in navigating these times that is as bad for them as they are for us?
I think issues of mental health and depression have become a lot of concern during this COVID-19 pandemic. I think I could just share that as Childline Zimbabwe, we've also noted that we have a lot of children that are calling us just to talk. And it has become an indication that maybe at home, there's no one who's really there to listen and actually understand how the pandemic might have affected the child. So one greatest tip that I'm just going to share with parents is let's communicate with our children. Let's have time to sit down and talk. Let's ask our children how they feel about how life has changed over the past months. Let's give our children an ear. Let's give them time to express themselves. I think one other thing is let us have exciting traditions at home. I've noticed that during this pandemic, everyone just wants to focus on themselves. But as a family, let us have traditions, be it taking a walk, be it having family traditions at night, whereby we just sit, play family games, since everyone is at home most of the time. To those that can access, let us watch TV programs together. Let us allow children to be part of what we are doing. Let us have fun with children. Let us teach them life skills. This is the time for you to spend time with children. Teach them what they are not learning at school. Have life skill coaching sessions with your child. Spend quality time with your child. Just find exciting things to do. Let us put our children into an exciting routine, something that they can look forward to every day. If it is to wake up and there's a schedule, a routine that children can participate in, I think this can go a long way in them distressing and in them expressing or having an outlet in terms of dealing with depression or anxiety that they might be experiencing.
It's not necessarily expensive things. You mentioned you can schedule a walk and read a book together. It's just that time together where you're just spending with your child and you're actually listening to them. It's hard though, because you come through with your stress. It's the financial stresses, it's work stresses, whether I have a job, it's issues on the one hand, and growing up not knowing really why is a child having stress. as parents, sometimes we do forget that our children are battling as much as we are, and sometimes even more so, because that comprehension to say, why has life changed so much?
I think it's also very important for parents to realize that for children, I think the change has been really big, because in terms of going to school, seeing their friends, so parents need to become more friendly at home. Parents need to try and fill in that void that children are feeling of, I used to have my friend that I used to see every day. I used to talk to my friend about all these kind of things. So parents need to try and play that role. In as much as it is difficult, children need this right now. Children need to have a friendly place around the home. So this is just the time for us to have great quality time with our children. Yeah.
So any last words you might have for our viewers, and please just repeat those numbers again in your comments, in your last words.
In terms of getting us a Childline, you can call us for free on 116. That is our free phone. It's a helpline. You can access it using whatever form of network that you might be using. You can get us on WhatsApp, 0719 116 116, 0732 116 116. And I should also mention that in case you want to know more about the competition, you can call us on 116, and all competition submissions can be dropped on our WhatsApp numbers. For my last words is that let us continue to keep children safe. Children are valuable. Children need to be loved. Children need to be cherished. Even during this COVID-19 pandemic, let us continue to ensure that our children are protected and our children feel loved. Yeah, I think those are my closing words.
Thank you so much, Tafara, and wish you all the best in driving this competition. And we applaud you for all the amazing work you're doing as Childline Zimbabwe.
Thank you so much, Swa. It's been great being here.
Okay. So I've been chatting to Tafara Macheka, and he is the Training and Outreach Officer at Childline Zimbabwe. So they are running a competition for children aged 5 to 18 to share their experiences about the COVID pandemic. So this competition is, they can submit through a drawing or a short story, and all the platforms that can be submitted through, you can submit via WhatsApp, you can submit via email, and the numbers are, you can call for more information, 116, or you can call 0719 116 116 or 0732 116 116. You can also email outreach@childline.org.zw. So if you'd like more information on that, those are the platforms to reach Childline Zimbabwe on. And also, if you would like more information, not just about the competition, about what Childline does, and if there's a child who would like to talk to someone, just to vent, to complain about something, and of course, one of the biggest issues we're having right now is child abuse. The number to call is 116. That's all we have today on Surviving COVID. Thank you so much for watching Asake Online.